Hi guys!
Hi!
I'm Kim.
And I'm Alysia.
And today we are going to be reviewing and discussing episode 10 of season 6 of Game of Thrones.
Bum bum bum!
It's finally ended, this season has been so good.
It feels so short though.
Oh yeah, and so much has happened and this episode was near perfect. It was just...
See, but it's not just like one place that you were in this one. It was like it showed you everyone.
Exactly. I'm into spoilery section now, but we love this episode. It's very good and we're slightly wrecked from it too because it's so good. But yeah, starts off in King's Landing and it's a very different kind of feel, this first part, this long section, because it's all just like music is the main thing.
See,
trying to give
it's
you
not like the building up music. It's very classical,
emotional, touchy-feely kind of music.
Yeah.
Make you feel stuff. Everyone's getting ready for the trial. You see them all getting dressed up and Tommen is wearing a necklace that has all the Lannister and lions. And normally, we know that he's full Lannister, he's not Baratheon at all. But he and everybody else, well, almost everybody else, thinks he's Baratheon. So it's odd for him to be wearing a Lannister necklace. Because normally he's showing his father's house traits.
Yes.
Because that's the current king. And Cersei's got a new style as well. She's wearing black and metallics and
It looks very warish, as if she's like taking over.
Yeah, and has his trial and he confesses to everything and then gets the 7-pointed star on his forehead, which, God, that would hurt.
And he denounces his title and his name to be one of them.
Exactly. It's like, okay, at least you're alive. Ha 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 ha. Nope. Finally decides to leave. He's running late for the trial. He finally decides to leave. And Sir Gregor stops him. And at first I was like, is this how Tommen dies? Is Sir Gregor going to kill him?
No.
No. He just holds him back. Doesn't attend the trial. And Marjorie is so smart. She figures all this out. She's like, she knows the consequences of not attending a trial and she still didn't do it anyways. Meaning
something's going to happen.
Meaning she's not going to, suffer the consequences of the trial. Therefore, something's going to happen that they all die. And so they're all trying to leave and stupid heads aren't letting them leave. Because Cersei hasn't shown up. We haven't had the second trial yet.
See, but it's the fact that no one was allowed to leave and that she was kept on the inner circle after trying to tell her part that it's not safe.
And the High Sparrow is ticking over in his head. And I'm just like, why didn't you just let them go?
He should have just thought it and gone, click, go. But no, he's like, oh, I'll just think on it for a little bit longer.
It requires more thought. No, it doesn't. Just, you can call it another day. Don't do it today. Grab the current Maester, Grain Maester, I can't remember his name, but old fart that pretends to be weaker than he is.
Yes.
But yeah, he gets stabbed. And I'm like, and I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the kids though. Turning them into little
monsters.
Exactly, and I'm like, it's not, they're kids, why are you doing that? We see all the wildfire underneath the sept and we just go, shit, nope, bad idea.
Get rid of the flame, blow out the flame.
And there's 3 little candles, which was very smart how it was set up.
It was.
Because they can light the candles and get out of there without being blown up. Because it's a time delay, it's like a string for a bomb. Yeah, and we never find out what Marjorie's plan was, because she's all very smart and cunning through this, and I wanted more from her. I didn't want her to die. I wanted her to make it through this episode.
I was waiting for her to break through or something before the wildfire takes place and blows up the whole place. Because it's underneath the set. So we're like, okay, something is going to happen. We know that it's going to go off. But we're hoping for Marjorie to get out.
Exactly.
So that we can hear what... She's been playing both sides. But why? And we don't get to hear that.
She's the one death this episode that I'm not happy about. All the others, yeah,
we understand.
But not Marjorie. Marjorie grew on me. Oh yeah, and Cersei with her new style and her new demeanour reminds me of early on Regina George in Once Upon a Time. Like, even the clothes and just the evilness, kind of. It's like, oh dear. Like, sometimes I'm like, I can understand Cersei and I'm not mad at her. But this episode, she's just pure evil. And I'm like, no.
See, but she acts the part, but she doesn't really do much of the torturing. She confesses to her sins and all the problems that she's done. She's like, oh, it feels so good to get that out, but you're not going to get it to anyone else because you're not going to live much longer.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I feel really bad for the scepter lady that did that.
She's like, I'm ready to die. She's like, oh, but you're not going to die today or for a while. You're just going to keep.
And like, I like the touch of like her just saying shame at the end. I like it and hate it at the same time. Like, it's a good Cersei touch, but it's just like, ugh. I don't feel good about any of that scene. No.
See, but I love it. Mountain goes in there, all his new ruggedness, but he doesn't touch the Sept lady who's getting punched. He just stands there and she's terrified.
Yeah, it's, no, he does touch her.
But you don't see it. You just see him standing there.
It's implied that you can't, they're trying to not show you, but it's implied what's happening.
See, but I'm just thinking that the look of him in general is like terrifying.
No, it's not the look of him. He's actually doing shit.
I am lenient at that.
I don't want to discuss the shit he's doing, which is why it makes me feel so bad. Sees the Sept go up in flames, and it's just like, yep. And someone's apologising that Lady Marjorie didn't make it, that the Queen didn't make it. So he goes and puts his crown away, and then just
falls out the window. Well, it's not like falls. He practically just jumps.
No, it'd just be like, oh.
See, but he didn't. He wasn't.
He leaned.
Accidentally fall. He like leaned out.
Not technically jumped. He just like leaned. And I knew he was gonna die this episode. I said he was gonna die this episode.
You called it, but the way he died.
I didn't expect it, but
I wanted it to die in a dramatic way, not just, oh no, Marjorie's dead. There's no need for me anymore.
I could understand it though, because she was the one manipulating him more than not like he loved her as well, but she took the main role over from his mother.
Yeah.
His mother used to be like the main manipulator person kind of in his life, and then Marjorie overtook that and convinced him kind of.
Because she was his queen.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I did not see that coming, but I understand why it happened like that.
I just think it's a Romeo and Juliet moment. It's just ridiculous.
And then we go to Riverrun with Lord Frey celebrating with Mr. Army over Riverrun being, not Riverrun, over, maybe it is Riverrun. Oh, well, over getting back the castle from the Blackfish. I'm just like, they're focusing a lot on this, and Jamie's like, you didn't win, we won, you're not feared, we're feared. Please don't make us come up again and steal your castle back for you. Keep a hold of your assets. Like,
we've done it enough.
We don't want to help you again. Grow some independence kind of thing.
He questioned them about whether they actually fight or if they've been in a battle. But you hear nothing of it.
Exactly. Then we go to Sam and Gilly, and they arrive at, I think it's Bravos where they become maesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so gorgeous. And they go in, and this old maester dude is just like, I'm too busy reading, why are you bothering me? And he's like, here's a letter from Lord Commander Snow. We don't recognise the Lord Commander Snow. The last commander was the one that's dead. And it's like, well, it hasn't been updated. The maester got sick, and then he died, and that's why I'm here, to become the new maester. It's mean this, and the iron chains mean this, and I don't know if they have copper chains or whatever.
It's like that type of sectioning type of thing instead of having like a section or...
Yeah, they're all just, like, maybe they sort it by types of chains. I have no idea.
Could be their different way of going about it.
Yeah, otherwise it just seems like a waste of chain. Like, there's like so many chains. I'm like, why? What's the purpose of this? We're in Winterfell and the White Raven comes, and I'm here saying, before they even say winter's here, I'm like, yeah, winter's definitely here, because I'm looking at all the snow and everything, and I'm like, yeah, winter's definitely here. Later on, Sansa comes and says, oh yeah, White Raven arrived. winter is here. I'm like, who called it?
We knew it was coming. We can see it there.
I didn't realise that that's what the White Raven meant at the time, but it just happened to be a coincidence with me going, yeah, it's definitely winter now.
So I was like trying to figure out, I'm like, is there a white rain? Is that such a thing?
It's Westeros.
I know, but I was just thinking, like, when I saw it, I was like...
Maybe Albino. And Sir Davos comes in when Melisandre and Jon Snow are talking and chucks her the
Little
stag
stag.
toy that he made and is like, pretty much, tell Jon what happened. And
Tell him how you murdered the princess.
yeah, Princess Shireen, and it's like, So she gets banished rather than being killed. Like, come back to the north, you'll die. Go south, you're safe.
Yes, keep to your master.
Exactly. And then, yeah, he talks with Sansa and he says that she's a Lady of Winterfell and is giving her the
Title.
main bedroom. So, yeah, but she's saying that Jon is a Stark to her and that's what matters.
Yeah, but what he's going on about is that it's his home, but he shouldn't be the one to run it, that he's not a true Stark. He says that she's the born child to do it.
Which makes it interesting later on when they have this whole scene trying to support Jon Snow becoming King of the North, and I'm just like, I feel awkward about this, but what about Sansa? And
Can they rule together?
yeah, I just want them to share the role. Can they just be equals? They need to trust each other. They say that. And then we go to Dawn. And we haven't seen Dawn since early on in the season. I was like, oh, we're back here again. Okay. And yeah, Lady Tyrell, the grandma Tyrell, is there meeting with the Sand Snakes and pretty much says the Lannisters have declared war against their houses and pretty much say we might as well team up. And then we see Lord Varys and we wondered what Lord Varys's little mission thing was. And I was going, I don't know. What is the purpose of this secret mission? Yeah, he went to Dorne and talked to the Sand Snakes and now the Sand Snakes and the Tyrells are supporting Daenerys. Like, yeah, it's coming!
See, but the way that he said it was that there will be fire and blood.
Yes, and no, I think that's the house words, fire and blood. Fire and blood is Daenerys' house's words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, then we go to Marine and we see Daenerys breaking up with Dario. And she's not feeling it, but Dario is, and I just want to hug Dario. I'm like, oh, you poor baby, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's that she wants to broaden her horizons. That if she wants to go further and create alliances, she thinks she has to marry off.
Yeah. Or like, she might not marry off, but she wants to have that option open. And he's like, I can be your mistress.
I'm your lover, I'm there, just bring me with you. And she's like, oh, am I going to bring my mistress along for my trip? He's like,
Kings do it all the time.
yes.
And part of me's like, yeah, but also she's smarter than that. And she knows he's the right person to stay behind and look after the Bay of Dragons.
Yes.
Then Dany's talking with Tyrion and saying, if you're scared, that's a good thing. Only the mad ones are not scared of the great game now that you're in the great game.
It means you can take a step further.
Exactly. And it's the Game of Thrones. It's a scary thing, you know. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, nope.
See, but everyone usually denounces that she's their sword and that they'd give up their sword for Dany. But what Tyrion's done is he said,
like, I don't have a sword.
I'd be a sword. You'll be my sword, but I don't have a sword. And she goes, well, then you can be my counsel. He's like, I will be that for you.
Exactly. And yeah, he says he doesn't believe in anything, but he believes in her. He's learned not to believe in, like, gods or in other things, but he believes in Dany, and it's just like, And yeah, and then she made a little hand of the symbol, the little
hand
badge.
for the king and...
Yeah, she announces that he's now hand of the queen, and he always looks like he's gonna cry. And
we're like, it's just
once again, I
perfect.
just want to hug. I want to hug them both. It's like, it's okay. Okay, and then we're back at River Run, and Lord Frey's asking where his sons are, and he has a new maid. He's bringing, well, not maid, new servant who's bringing him his food, and asking where's his sons. Oh, they're here.
They were supposed to be here from midday. Where are they? And
They're here. Well, I don't see them. Peels back the top of the pie, and there's a finger like, ew, he's eating his own sons. Like, it's just like, it was really hard to carve them up, especially the big one. And like, yuck. No.
Oh. And then she slits his throat,
And
takes off the little mask.
And it's Arya! Well, she made it to Westeros, okay?
Tick that off her list.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. But now that she's in Westeros, I just wanted to go north. She's going to see your sister and your half-brother.
Yeah, but it's the fact that...
But not half-brother, we haven't talked about that yet. But yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, it's just the fact that when he's bleeding out, she says the last face you're going to see is a Stark smiling down at you.
Yeah, especially after what he did in the Red Wedding. It's just desserts, really. They were in Winterfell, and Littlefinger's talking to Sansa under the great big, that old
Tree.
God's tree? Godswood. I think. There's so many terms, I don't remember them all. He's saying, she's like, I don't know what you want, and he's like, you were right. When I close my eyes and what I dream is me sitting on the Iron Throne with you by my side. And I was just like, I thought you were the one that didn't want the Iron Throne. But then I might be thinking of Lord Varys in that conversation. I think Lord Varys is the one that doesn't want to sit on the Iron Throne. He wants to serve for the good of the realm.
See, but Littlefinger, he's got everything going through his mind. He has everything planned just towards the bigger picture.
Yeah, and when we see that, we're just like, nope, don't do it, Littlefinger.
We don't like you.
Nope. And he goes in to kiss her, and it's just like, no, go away.
She's like, that sounds like a great idea, but I don't want any part in it.
Yeah, nah, it's not gonna happen. Like, I think she's now starting to realize, like, the good guys from the bad guys, kind of. After, Joffrey, then Ramsay, she doesn't need Littlefinger on top of that. He's not as cruel as them, but he's still awful.
He's the one who gave her to Ramsay. That's
exactly.
the thing. He was the bridge to that whole...
Like, you didn't know what would happen. You say you love her, and you did that to her, really. Then they went north of the wall, and Benjen leaves Bran and Mira under the Godswood tree, and it's got a bleeding face on it. And we find out that the wall has also, it's not just ice and brick or whatever. It's also magic in it, so that the dead can't pass it, and so Benjen can't go past because he's already started turning. He stopped, but he's not completely human anymore.
No.
After Benjen leaves, Bran's like, I'm the three-eyed raven, I have to do this. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. And like, it's got a bleeding face on the Godswood tree, and we touch it, and we find out that the L plus R equals J theory, there we go.
Yes.
Is right, it is like, yes. Like, that's how Lyanna died in childbirth. It was a difficult childbirth, that's how she died. Whereas we were always told that he killed her. Well, you could kind of blame Rhaegar Targaryen for killing her.
Yeah, that's what the whole story was, that they thought.
Yeah.
That's what happened, that's how she died.
But yeah, she died in childbirth, after childbirth. She makes Ned Stark makes her brother promise to protect the baby, and it's like, I wish that Ned told Catelyn the truth at least, so that she didn't blame Jon the entire time. Like, the rest of the world can think that, sure, but he should have told his wife. Like, he would have had such a better childhood, but then he wouldn't have gone to the wall, and it wouldn't have happened, but still, like...
See, but everything has a reason that it gets put that way, so that it has a better meaning towards the end. But tell you what, I would have loved to see him as the cousin and not as the bastard son.
Exactly, like, and he's Targaryen.
Yeah!
But one thing we haven't seen is he immune to fire? Does he have dragon's blood?
I don't think...
We haven't seen any scenes
we
of him getting burnt or not burnt. So that's a thing that we need to find out, because that would be so interesting.
Has there been theories based on that?
Oh, this theory's been going for a long time.
Yeah, but like the theory that they will see him burn and not burn.
Yeah, that was when we were figuring out if he was dead or not.
Oh, yes.
That was last season. Now we know he's not dead, so it didn't have to really come into play there.
No.
But that's when I first found out about the L plus R equals J theory. Back in Winterfell, and Jon's trying to get everyone to stay. They're all going, the war's over, let's go home. It's now winter. It's going to be the coldest winter in 1,000 years. And 10-year-old from Bear Island, Lady of Bear Island, is like, you guys are weak ass cowards. Bear Island answered the call. You didn't answer the call. Even though blah 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 this happened, the Stark supported you. You did. Another house didn't answer the call, and so then they all end up. And she says that Jon might not have the name, but he still has Ned Stark's blood in him. Though we just found out he has blood rather than Ned's, but that's okay. And he's also Targaryen though. So
See, but she goes on and says that it doesn't matter who he is. She's still pledging him as the king
of the North. The North remembers. And then all the houses hail Jon, King of the North. And we see Littlefinger here looking at Sansa going, you're the true-born Stark. You were born in the North. What? And I'm just here going, I don't want conflict between you two. No, please.
See, we want...
Just share it, please.
Yes, we want a co.
Like, yeah, I can't handle it if they... Because we've got them back together. We had nice family moments and now it's not nice. He returns to King's Landing and it's just like, what the fuck happened here? He comes in just as Cersei's getting...
crowned queen.
Yeah, at a coronation. And yeah, she looks Regina George in her dark days, like just... and I'm here going, no word. I'm like, now all the houses are gonna like join together to get rid of Cersei. We don't like Cersei. Not like this.
See, but it's the fact that she just looks at Jaime and is just like, I am now queen. I needed no king.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no. And Jaime's going, what the fuck is going on?
So what's going to happen with Jaime though? Is he going to rule by her side? Is he going to be hand to the queen? Or is she still going to keep him away doing other jobs so that she has her crown?
Like, what? How? I don't know. And well, we knew Tommen was going to die because of the prophecy, God will be their crowns, God will be their shrouds. So so now Jaime's also got to cope with he's lost his only other child that was alive.
Because of her.
He does everything for love, but I don't know if it's okay anymore.
See, but it's the fact that Jaime didn't get to have anything to do with Tommen's death, as in when they...
Yeah, not
instead
directly.
Of burying him or anything like that, she told them to burn him and put him at the sept with the other two because they burned. So why can't he be with his family burnt as well?
Yeah. Then we're with Daenerys, and Daenerys has all her ships together, and Theon's looking more like himself with the Greyjoys, and they're all going to Westeros and the dragons.
You see the dragons like flying all around them, and
just excited for them to get to Westeros.
Oh, come on!
It finally happened. It took 6 seasons, and well, if they don't make it next season, and something happens along the way, I'm not going to be very happy.
We're just waiting for that. We're really big Dany fans.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want the Starks and Dany to, like, they're my two favourites, but I don't, she sees the Starks as enemies, and I'm like, no, just leave them up in the north, it's okay. They haven't been trying to be king, well, except for Robb. Robb was the one trying to become king of the north, and then now Jon just happens to be king of the north because the North wants that. He's like, oh, okay, I don't know what to do. That was this episode. We're excited for next season, and we have to wait a year.
A lot of deaths, a lot we expected.
Some we didn't, but most we're okay with. A lot of them had it coming. And now I'm sick of Cersei. Can we just kill Cersei?
Please.
Or
She
like,
kills everyone else, so
just-
why can't we get rid of her?
Yeah, like, sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't, but I think she's gone too far now.
See, but I like Jaime.
Jaime's gotten better, yeah.
From what he was in the beginning when we watched.
Oh, yeah.
I
He's had
love him as a
serious
character.
growth. What if Jaime, though, with,
Nope. Not accepting it.
okay.
Nope.
You just see them as friends?
Yes.
I could see something happening,
Nope.
maybe.
If this happens somewhere in a season, I'm not going to be happy.
I would accept it. Like, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I see it. She could do a hell of a lot better.
I don't think she will, though. I don't think she'll do anything with anyone. She'll just be protecting Sansa.
Exactly. She stands up. She's there.
Yeah.
I don't think she has to just be there anymore. She's something.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so that was all for this episode. I hope you guys liked it as much as we did. It was like near perfect. If Marjorie didn't die, it would be like perfect. But I was sad about Marjorie because she's such an interesting character and I loved her for it. But I'm not like crying over it.
No.
She was a very interesting character. See you guys next time. We might have more videos coming soon.
Hopefully, yes.
Maybe. We'll see.
Or at least more with me in it.
I try. You need to learn to edit videos.
I'm really not good with computers, people.
And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.